There's a fascinating revolutionary study on polling from the Brookings Institution, which indicates that all of the 9 leading predictions about tomorrow's election may be vastly overstating Mitt Romney's chances of winning, even though all 9 still say President Obama will win, just some not by that much. What is the story? This is a study titled Forecasting Elections, Voter Intentions versus Expectations. I'll give you the quick explanation. If you poll people on what they intend to do in the voting booth, you get far less accurate results than if you poll people on what they expect to be the result of the election. And when you ask people, what do you expect to be the results of tomorrow's election? It is overwhelmingly stronger for President Obama than when you ask people who they are going to vote for. And it appears that this is a far more accurate, these tests are far more accurate, that in 77 cases, 60 times, the expectation question has picked the winner, whereas the intention question has only picked the winner 17 times. What do you think?
I think it makes sense. Look at our state. I assume a fair number of people will be voting for Romney. But if you ask them who's going to win Massachusetts, I don't think there's any confusion.
Natan, do you think that example, the one Lewis is giving, is a good microcosm of what this really is pointing out?
Well, I think that the cases where you could see this be a better indicator of who's going to win is in close elections. So the interesting point, according to the study that they found, is that when there's a difference between what the election, if you ask someone who they're going to vote for, and you ask them who you think is going to win, when there's a difference between those two answers favoring two different candidates,
right,
the one that asks people who they think is going to win is more accurate. And I think it's because of what Lewis is saying, which is that when you ask someone who do you think is going to win, they're sort of taking an internal sampling of the people around them, so it kind of counts for more than just one opinion.
It's almost more honest in a sense. It kind of gets down to the root of things in a certain way. So we'll see what happens. Again, if that is an indicator, Obama way ahead compared to Romney, even compared to the 9 leading analyses of intention.
Interesting study.